Hey guys, coming to you from the carpool lane. This is where I am every day, Monday through Friday at 3 o'clock. I'm here waiting with the other moms to pick up my daughter. And so it's always interesting when I'm here because sometimes I'll get on to my Instagram page and I'll have conversations on there. And then sometimes I'll come back and do it on Facebook. But today I decided to come onto Facebook and do a simple conversation of what are you scared of? Because I find that a lot of people in business are scared of everything. They're scared of failing, and then they're scared to make money. They're scared to market. And then let me go forward because, I got to move forward. Because in the mom carpool line, if you don't move forward, people start honking at you. So let me move forward. Yes. And a lot of us just don't quite understand what business is. You'll never be successful unless you fail. You got to fail. You'll never learn the lessons you need to learn unless you fail. And I would say in all the years I've been in business, I failed more than I succeeded. And I think that's something that we all have to come to terms with and accept as a part of our business journey is the more you fail, the better in business you become. No one can train you how to fail or teach you how to succeed. It has to be something you do on your own. But if you're afraid all the time and you're scared to, go out and understand what you're doing, if you're scared to tell people what you're doing, absolutely, Tom, absolutely. What you fear the most is usually what's separating you from success. Absolutely. And what fear does is pauses us and makes us just stand and look. I have no patience, and I'm trying to get better with this, but I have no patience with people when they are saying they're scared. Like, my whole thing is, what are you scared of? Like, my fear would be to stand there and watch everything go in front of me and me not make a decision. That would be more scary to me. But when I talk to business owners and estheticians and cosmos and all of them, oh, I'm scared to do that, or I can't raise my prices because I'm scared, or no one's going to pay that. I always get that all the time. No one's going to pay that. Well, why not? Are you assuming? Like, that's the worst thing you can do in our industry is assume that someone's not going to pay you what you're asking. You've already defeated the whole purpose. I'm a person, I charge what I'm worth. You ask me, I tell you, you can agree to pay it or you don't, but I'm not afraid to say what I'm worth. And I think that's where a lot of people kind of miss the mark. This whole, beauty industry where the cheaper, the faster, the quicker. Why? I never understood the $25 Brazilian. I never understood the $10 facial. I never understood the $5 brow wax or the $1 brow wax. I never understood that. I was never a esthetician that ever wanted that. It bothers me when I see that because people who do that are kind of watering down our industry. Right now in California, if you have not signed the if you have not signed, right now there's I can't remember off the top of my head right now what's going around, but they're trying to have nail techs to be validated to wax, and that's happening in California. Even though I live in Dallas, my aesthetics license is from California, so I'm very passionate about that. The fact that this is even an issue or even a ballot or coming onto the ballot is very, very, very sad and a true sign of the times, because if California approves it, it's going to go across the board, and the last thing we need is people just coming out of whatever, getting a paper as a manicurist and then trying to wax. It's going to be a hot mess, literally. But I think that we need to really understand what we have in our hands and use it to our best knowledge, and then find people who can help us become better. I've always looked at other people and watched what they've done in business, even if it's not my own business, but I've always watched what other people who are successful do in business, and I try to emulate that. I try to find out what they're doing, why they're doing it. It's something that challenges me, but I find that a lot of us are so stuck in our ways. We're not open-minded. We don't want to think about or talk about or understand that there's a business side and then there's a service side. They work well when they work together, but if you don't have a great business side and you have a great service side, it's never going to mesh. Never going to mesh. You got to take time out to understand the business. I am a true testament to that because I was great at what I did, horrible as a business owner, money management, time management, horrible with that. And I suffered, and my business suffered, and I financially suffered, and all of that and all of the above, because I did not understand that those have to work together. They're not separate. And I think that's what a lot of us fear. It's not just the fear that we aren't good enough or we're not going to succeed. We don't want to know what we don't want to know. And that was me. I said it a few days ago with my husband. I said, I never looked at bank statements. I didn't want to see what the credit card bill was going to be. I didn't want to be accountable for what I signed up for or what I, spent. I never wanted to see the true of it and how much I spent. I just knew I needed it and I had to get it at whatever cost. Then I look back now and I say, you know what? I didn't need that. I didn't have to have that, but I wanted it. But it's a life lesson, You gotta, what are you scared of? Can't be scared. Scared money don't make money, and scared decisions will keep you broke. That's really what it is. And if you're scared all the time, you're going to be frozen in your spot. You're not going to grow. Nothing happens outside in your comfort zone. You got to get outside your comfort zone. And outside of your comfort zone is something that you have to decide and make up your mind. I'm going to go outside of my comfort zone. I'm going to work outside of my comfort zone. I'm going to see where the magic is, and I'm going to challenge that. So I'm going to work outside of my comfort zone. And some of us just are very comfortable in our comfort zone. We love it. We'll live there forever. We never want to get out. We are good. I had someone tell me that a couple days ago or a couple weeks ago. She said, I'm great at where I am. I'm good. I'm good. Well, where's your plan B? What happens if the doors close at the job tomorrow or next week? What do you have that you can rely on or start or, oh, I don't want to think about that. Okay. And I think a lot of us don't realize either that just because you have a job, that's not a guarantee. No job is a guarantee. No. What's a plan B? What's your plan B? And it can't be full of fear. It can't be I'm scared. Like I never understood that I'm scared. Can't be scared. And here's the thing. If it scares you to do it or make this decision, sometimes it's the best decision. Like I like a decision that's scaring me. I like something that's so challenging that I'm scared. Oh my goodness, here comes a why? Look, we got somebody in here trying to cut into the line. Now you know better. 2 seconds away from me honking. They know we all up lined up in here. He just gonna try to cut in here. It must be a dad. Look, let me see if it's a dad. I bet you it's a dad. See, dads, when they come in, they don't understand the system. And as a carpool mom, when we're in line, I gotta give them the eyes when they get out of the car. And be staring. Look, he gonna look around before he get out. Now they know. If I'm here at 3 o'clock and school don't get out till 3:30, you cannot cut in this line up here. But I got to squint one eye now. I never thought I'd be one of the carpool moms squinting at parents when they come out of their car because I'm mad, but I'm turning into one. I get here on time. Anyway, let me get back to what I was talking about. You can't be scared. Can't be scared in business. Can't be scared when you make decisions. You can't be scared. You can be challenged and excited, but you can't be scared. It doesn't work. And I like a challenge. I do. I like a challenge. If everything wasn't challenging, it would be boring. Is this another dad that didn't try to cut up in front of us? Look, they got me out here rolling my eyes because they see these. Anyway, let me go on. If you are really if you know it's time to do something new, I'll say this. If you know it's time to do something new, it's time to do something new. Show is, look, I knew it was. You know, you gotta give that crazy stare when the little dad comes and tries to get in there. First step can be hard, but it's easier to take second step and keep going. I don't even think it's the first step that people fear. I think it's the thought. People, when you ask someone what they want to do, and then, yeah, it was a dad, you know, it'd be the man. They gonna want to stand around and look. Ooh, I done turned into one of these moms in here in the line. Look. When you look at taking the first step, I don't even think it's the first step. I think it's more of, can you actually just do it? You know, for me, I always knew I didn't want to work for somebody. I experienced corporate America. I worked for the city. I call that government. I worked for the YMCA. I was a director. So I consider that nonprofit. I've always done it in what it was supposed to be, right? So I did the corporate America, I did the nonprofit, I did the city government. I've experienced things all in there, and all of it was the same. I'm not a corporate America person. I'm just not. I don't like to be told what to do. I don't like people to take my ideas. I don't like punching a clock. I don't like that's just never has been my goal. I knew I wanted to own something. I knew I wanted to be the person who decided and did what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it, if that makes sense. So when I look at that, look, I got to get y'all out the sun. But when I look at that, and then I come back and I look at everything that I have possibilities to do, that excites me. It doesn't scare me, it just excites me, which means I have choices. When you have a job, you have no choice. What you apply for is the job that they expect you to do, right? I always wanted to have flexibility. I wanted to be able to do different things, use my mind, do whatever I wanted. I never wanted to be boxed in for something for years and years and years and years and be miserable. You know, my mom and dad are from old school. You know, they both worked at the same job for 30 years. I don't know anybody my age and younger that keeps a job that long, longer than 5 years, because things change. It's not that way anymore, you know? So my parents' generation, you know, they work forever. Same job, no matter how bad it is, no matter what drama's going on, no matter if they get a raise or not, you know, they're at the same job. I never wanted to do that. I knew I didn't want to do that. So me being scared, I was more scared of being stuck in a box in a job forever than I was to go out and be a business owner. Being a business owner to me just looks so glamorous. I loved it. I still do love it. Now, it's the hardest job I've ever had to do. I've never worked harder in my life. I have had a lot more failures as a business owner. I have not made a lot of money in the beginning as a business owner, but I will say the rewards are a lot grander and bigger than I would have ever imagined. The flexibility, the time, like the fact that I'm able to come and watch my daughter or pick her up and take her to dance and do things. If I had a 9-to-5, I would never be able to do this. You know, I can command when I work, and I can command how much I make. I mean, those type of flexibilities you can't get in corporate America. And even if you get it, you got to work at that job and work your way up and fight with people and argue and get involved with politics. I never wanted to do that. I'm not about office drama. I don't have time for office drama. People get on my nerves, and I'm too direct and too flippant with my mouth. So you gonna know. If you don't know, you're gonna see it on my face. And I am that one in a meeting. If I ain't liking it, I'm gonna sit there and look. And that's something for me that has always been a motivation. I just never wanted to be boxed in. So when I talk to people and ask them, what are you afraid of? What is it that you're afraid to do? What do you want to do? You know, it's okay if you don't know, but what is it that you want to do? What are you afraid of doing? You know, you can fail at a job that you go to work to. So what's the difference between failing for someone else and failing for yourself? You can learn from your mistakes yourself. If you fail at a job from someone else, you just go to another job. I mean, you got to really put some things into perspective. For me, my perspective was I wanted to do, say, whatever I wanted to do under no one. I didn't want to ask someone for permission. I didn't want to get any yeses or nos from someone else. I didn't want people to take my ideas at a job. Like, that was always my fuel. Like, I was tired of the office politics. I was tired of the drama, you know? And it wasn't just drama at the office. You get sucked into people's family drama or, you know, relationship drama. I was good with that. I'm good. I got other stuff I need to do. I don't need to be worried about you. I'm sorry y'all having some issues, but don't bring that here to the office. See, I'm that kind of coworker. Or I was. You know, I was quick to tell somebody, ooh, girl, I'm so sorry. But yeah, don't bring that all up in here. We're okay. You're okay. You'll be fine. You're living, you're breathing. You're good. You'll be okay. Now, at 5 o'clock, you can fall out, honey, roll around in the parking lot, do whatever you need to, roll around or fall out in the bathroom. I'll be there for you. But until that, I ain't got time. We got meetings we need to go to. And did you finish that project you were supposed to finish? That's the kind of coworker I am. So I didn't quite fit into that box. But yeah, fear can't be there. Fear can't be, if you're truly a business owner and you want to be successful, you can't have that fear. You can't be scared. Because scared will make you freeze. You won't look forward to anything. You know, it's just, you have to kind of get your mind to the point where, okay, even if I fail, I'm still going to do it. And your failure might be different than my failure. My failure is not necessarily what failure or the definition of it is. It might be for me. I expected to have this or be at this level or make this amount or have this many clients or have this whatever. That would be failure for me. But everybody has a different level of failure. And the thing is failure's not bad. It just means that you didn't make your goal and you need to keep striving for that goal. That's it. You know? We got to really start understanding that success doesn't happen without time and commitment, and it's going to take a long time. Anyone who's been successful has had years of heartache and pain and brokenness, and they learned from that and pulled themselves up and started again and continued through the failure. I find that some of us stop when we have our first major setback or first major disappointment, and we stop. You're not going to make it as an entrepreneur. There's a lot of people that are going to tell you no. There's going to be a lot of people who are very negative because their idea of success comes from a big paycheck, working at a corporation, having a title, you know, vice president or whatever. That is success for some people. But entrepreneurs, that's not how we measure success. My measurement of success is, like I've said before, can I take a nap every day? I'm successful. Can I vacation when I want and I actually still have money in the bank? That's successful. That's my level of successful. Can I be a mom and not have to be, you know, a latchkey kid? I was a latchkey kid. So we went to daycare, you know, or I came home and I was the oldest of my sisters. So there's 3 of us total. So can I have my daughter live a life where I'm able to be with her, do her homework, take her to where she needs? You know, that's a level of success that I wanted to have. So I think everyone has this level where we have expectations, but you're going to fail at it. Especially at your first try. It may be your 3rd try, it may be your 10th try. Be okay with it. Keep going. Keep moving. Nothing starts off great in the beginning. You got to learn. Very basic. All right, guys, if you still haven't seen my free webinar, it's on my website. Excuse me, it's on my fan page, Stephanie Laynes. It's still up there. I encourage all you guys to just pop over there and watch it. It's great. And I will come back again soon. Just making sure ain't nobody else popping up in here trying to get in front of the carpool line. Carpool Chronicles is what I should start doing, because some of the, look, and this fool over here that cut, he's still in there. All right, guys, I will talk to you soon. As always, bye.